the true test that I've been wanting to put it up against is rock shoot into chunk. Wow, eats it up. Like I can hold my lines a lot better with this fork. Hey, what's going on YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to be riding my Rockshox Zeb. It's going to be the first ride out in China Peak. So that would be, since this bike park is known for being super rocky and raw, I think it'd be a good place to do first impressions while dialing in my fork. There you go. Thank you. Alright, so first impressions of this fork is that it's very good. No, but in more detail, it's way more plush than the Fox 36 that I had on this bike. And that fork was known for being over-damped. This one, definitely not over-damped. I feel like I can hold my lines a lot better with this fork. Like, I can pinpoint exactly what lines I want to take. And with the 36, I was really struggling on how to stay composed. And with this fork, it really lets me ride this bike harder. The 36, I think, was holding back this bike. Whew. Yeah, look at that. It just eats up the chunk. Oop. You guys good? All right. Like, this fork just makes you want to go fast. Slow down, turn. Wow. I think regarding the stiffness, if you're coming from like maybe a smaller fork, the stiffness feels amazing. It gives you a lot more composure and yeah, grip as well. I think maybe because I was like an older damper, but the grip is insane from this new Charger 3.1. And I know you're probably saying, well, isn't the grip from the tires mostly? And yes, it is. But I'm talking about the mechanical grip that this fork gives you. It just wants you to push harder and harder. Oh, damn it. Well, that's not good. Had a little washout, but other than that, we are good to go. So my Fox 36 was not a bad fork at all. It was actually a pretty good fork. I had it on that bike for 2 years. But I think with the Zeb being stiffer, it's quite noticeable. Like, it's a huge amount noticeable. Honestly, like, because I also have a Fox 38 on my transition relay, and like for Fox 38 versus Zeb, I think I prefer the Zeb. And I'll go into more detail on that. So the main reason why I prefer the Zeb, I think after riding it just on the first ride, is it's so much easier to get dialed. Like, I feel really dialed on it already, and I literally just went down the mountain like one time. But if you know what you want out of your suspension and you don't want to tinker too much, I think this is like the perfect fork, or just Rockshox in general is like the perfect, like the new Charger 3.1 damper is for you. It was very easy to find like what I really like if you know what you want to get out of the bike. With that, I realized, okay, like I can bring down the high-speed compression and the low-speed compression, but actually, sorry, just leave a little bit of high-speed compression, and then, with that, like, I think I was able to find my settings, and I think I have like 2 tokens in there, but yeah, it's really good so far. And this is nothing against the Fox 38, because I still love that fork, and I think it's a great fork, but the Zeb does feel just a slight bit more stiffer. I don't know if it's because my transition Sentinel is lighter than my relay, and maybe that's probably it, but I did notice that the Zeb feels really stiff on this bike compared more to when I'm riding my relay and I'm riding the 38. Something else I really enjoy on this fork is the buttercups. The buttercups are definitely not a marketing ploy. They work really well, as not really getting as much hand pump as I used to with the old fork that I had on this bike. And I noticed that with all that little trail chatter, it would fatigue you quite a bit. And not being as fatigued is way better than pushing this fork. Oop, don't want to go the wrong side of the rock. Alright, let's test out top out ability. Whew. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, big old drops. Oh, just eats it up. Oh yeah, we are using almost full travel. I think with Rockshox bringing in that new Charger 3.1, it definitely is very supple off the top, but then they did a better job at like bringing in more mid-stroke support, I want to say, because before when I would ride Rockshox, like the mid-stroke support wasn't as great. Now it's not like Fox level mid-stroke support where it's like you really feel it, but I would say in terms of feeling, like I think Rockshox really nailed it, because if someone like me who doesn't really want to tinker with the suspension all that much, and I'm able to get it to how I like it pretty fast, I think they did something right with the damper. So I think something that I really like right off initial impressions is the stiffness. I think the stiffness is really good. I think Rockshox did a really good job with this fork in making sure that the stiffness is just perfect. So I think by adding the Zeb on my transition Sentinel, I think it really helps out keeping the bike really controlled a lot more than the Fox 36. I noticed with the Fox 36, I had my friend ride it like a video ago, and he mentioned that it doesn't really feel good in the last 10% of its max use. And I think with the Zeb, it really helps gap that ability. Like when I'm pushing it really hard, I still feel really stable and in control. And with the Fox 36, I noticed that I wasn't feeling as stable and in control, which, you know, is something that I have been looking for. So I'm really glad that I found this fork. But of course, we're going to keep riding it and see if I can get it a little bit more dialed. It feels good already, but I mean, if I can get it even feeling better, that would be great. A little messy right there. I noticed the rebound. Maybe I need to speed up my rebound just a little bit. And my foot's not clipped in. For my foot not being clipped in, that was really composed. I think that's what I like about this fork a lot, is the composure that I'm getting. Oop, warthog. Alright, this is the true test that I've been wanting to put it up against. This rock shoot into chunk. Wow. Eats it up. After riding the fork for the most part during the bike park day, I gotta say it is really, really good, and it performs way better. Some really just quick overview. Something that I really liked was the plushness. I mean, I know it's given with 38, but I think the stiffness, plushness, and the amount of stability in corners that I get is really good, and some things that I think I liked mostly about this fork. Another thing that I think who this fork is meant for, like if you want to upgrade to the new Charger 3.1 or a Zeb, I think it's for someone who, because I had the Fox 36 for 2 years, I think it's perfect for someone who's looking to put a little umph in their bike, like just a nice little upgrade, and you know, and the bike's still like in good condition and whatnot. But I think it's perfect to put it on like a bike that you've been wanting to upgrade or looking to upgrade or just looking for more stability or whatnot. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, feel free to leave a like. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. And if you want to see more content on the Zeb, then maybe consider subscribing. But yeah, thank you so much for watching.